Meu, se liga nesses caras.
They had taken my truck and made it in.
Esse é um canal muito da hora que eu costumo assistir. É o canal Munchies da Vice. Pra quem acompanha aí, os caras eles trazem um conteúdo bem diferente, muito louco. E essa série de vídeos se chama Chef's Night Out. Então, normalmente um chefe é o foco aí do vídeo que eles fazem no dia. E ele convida outros chefs ou outras pessoas, amigos, pessoas aleatórias para dar um rolê pela cidade, visitar restaurante, bar, os caras saem para beber, para comer, traz umas coisas aleatórias ao longo do vídeo. É um negócio muito massa, velho. Se liga.
Into a swimming pool. It's still going. I thought you said it was off. We like talked about it. I didn't realize it was actually gonna happen. While we were cleaning up, they were nice enough to like dump it out at the end. So today I'm not driving around with the pool, fortunately enough. My name's Mason Hereford. Right now I'm getting a tattoo from my
O cara começa o vídeo fazendo a tatu, tipo, simples assim.
dear friend Kenny Cox here at Galactic Tattoo. Tattoo just started. Little hungover, a little tired, but very good. I own a couple restaurants in New Orleans. Turkey and the Wolf and Molly's Rise and Shine are their names, and we like to have happy, fun times there. Turkey and the Wolf sandwich shop, half the menu sandwiches.
Começa ele fazendo uma apresentação dele mesmo, normalmente o que ele faz, o que ele serve no seu restaurante, no seu bar, que seja, e sempre trazendo algo mais assim, despojado, um pouco mais usual e nada muito formatadinho assim de difícil acesso e compreensão. Se liga.
Half the menu are things that we love that could go with sandwiches. Some of them are sort of rooted in nostalgia and like shit we grew up eating. We got a collard green sandwich, a bologna, sort of a collaborative effort from a group of buddies that are all in the kitchen. We're at a sandwich shop
Não, se liga na galera, é uma sanduicheria, um negócio mais despojado, descontraído, massa pra porra.
to have a good time. Can we get some beers back here? The restaurant's not currently open, so we're allowed to have beer while we're here.
É,
We got two chefs
beleza
here.
demais.
One's name is Nate, and then Phil is the other chef. Nate went out to dinner and got some paneer and spinach, like a curry dish, at an Indian restaurant. He was like, you know, it was just so good. I wonder if we could make something like that out of cheese sticks. And I was like, that's hilarious and really fun. Why don't we get together and make that happen for a special one day? All right, roadie's getting the flip. Looks like we're done. So the first thing that goes onto the roadie is the Burberry collard green mayonnaise. Next up, let's go with the arugula. We'll make a dish and then everyone will taste it. And then it'll be like, hey, what about this? I think Will was like, I'll put the arugula on there, you know? So that happened. So we'll put some cheese sticks on there in a very nice sort of pile, as if they fell from heaven. A little bit of onion.
Mano, o cara saiu pegando várias coisas aleatórias que ele encontrou na frente e montou um sanduíche aberto ali com flatbread e só foi.
And I think that was Nate's idea. Bob might have stepped in and said, I think it needs a little coconut. Phil, he was probably like running the kitchen or something that day, and he was like, hey, it needs hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
And the hot sauce came on there. Nate birthed the dish, and then I showed up that day and was like, good job, everybody. Just a little lemon. Just one on top. Here we are with the Turkey and the Wolf love letter to a paneer kachi roll. And it was a collaboration from a bunch of happy friends.
Happy. Bem happy esses friends.
Last night we teamed up with...
Aí, mano, essa parte que eles se reúnem com a galera e sai pra fazer um rolê. Véi, isso deve ser muito da hora. Queria fazer isso aqui em Maringá. Quem tiver disponível, quem tiver de boa, é da área, vamos marcar esse rolê.
3 of my great friends and my wife. Kenny also tattooed a picture of her head on my body. She's beautiful and wonderful, and I love her, and we have a dog named Darla. We also brought along Nini Nguyen, a Vietnamese-American chef who grew up in New Orleans.
Eles explicam quem são as pessoas e o que elas fazem. Então tem uma conexão, tem uma relação aí, não é um bagulho à toa.
Ashton Berry came along, an activist, veteran hospitality worker, a sommelier. She's like an everything person. Torrey Folks, from Turning Tables was in on the party. Turning Tables is this program he started that's doing just awesome work in New Orleans, advocating for equity in the hospitality industry and education for BIPOC members of the community looking to get into, you know, awesome bar stuff. Who wants what in their cup? Beer, shot, Underberg, okay. Shots.
A maioria dos vídeos começa bebendo, é tipo um esquenta, assim, pra dar um start nos negócios.
They're of varying sizes.
Can I have this one actually? I like this. Yeah.
Oh, did I pour an extra? Okay, you want a shot? Shot? We started the night with a round of shots. Go have fun together. Yay!
It's such a mixed match color.
Sempre uma van, sempre eles saem de van pra fazer esses passeios, claro, pra mostrar que nenhum loucão tá dirigindo lá. Lá nos Estados Unidos foi
You guys like
pego
that? Like
dirigindo
we're closed
bêbado.
off from the world. You want to see some shit?
I want to see some shit.
I want
I
to
feel
see
like
some shit.
I'm gonna get car sick
Yeah.
or some shit. It's like being in the back of a tractor trailer.
Trashy diva.
Like it would be.
Hey, this is how I dress. We're gonna get daiquiris and metairie.
Is that where we're going first?
Like
Daiquiris is for locals.
What I've learned is like, you know, a classic daiquiri is mistaken for a frozen daiquiri, but New Orleans has perfected the frozen daiquiri
Daiquiri, right.
in a way that like people don't think about. Rum
So
daiquiri-
rum daiquiri is actually from the Caribbean. It's really interesting because like all throughout. Oh, I'm sorry. All throughout the. What?
She does more than I do. Yeah, go ahead. Go.
I just like that. If there's like two people that both knew, and then you started, and you were already like, just so you know, I'm about to tell you so much about this, and then you go, I'm sorry, were you?
Se liga, caraca.
Can't fit the van through the drive-through, so we're gonna do the walk-through.
Aí,
We came for
mano,
some drive.
BR que é BR, isso é raspadinha. O cara transformou uma raspadinha num daiquiri.
Through daiquiris, but without a car.
I'm thinking maybe White Russian and Pina Colada.
I'm gonna do the dark Russian too, medium.
I got a dark Russian, which was half fudgesicle, half White Russian, and it was fucking killer.
How do they not sell French fries? I wonder if Seafood Dini's has some French fries.
I can guarantee you, seafood dini.
New Orleans Seafood, hora que eu vejo isso, eu já imagino crawfish, que são uns lagostinhos, uma espécie que eles servem por lá, que é bem comum eles servirem um boiled crawfish, que serve o crawfish cozido com batata, com milho, com algum tipo de linguiça, um embutido que é bem comum por lá, joga tudo na mesa, faz uma lambança do caralho e é muito louco. Bem da hora, já comi e vale muito a pena. Vamos ver se vocês vão comer isso.
Has French fries.
I'm gonna go get French fries.
Okay. This is like as strong as a cocktail, but doesn't taste like booze at all.
I wanna taste it.
It is
Ah,
nothing. I've never had one that tastes less like alcohol in my life. Ashton got a shrimp.
um velho barreiro aí, mano.
Thank you. Have a good one.
It turned out Dini Seafood has like some of the dankest fried shrimp ever.
It's not bad if it's fried though.
The fries are.
Fritureira,
Dude, those shrimp
sempre.
are fucking good.
I'm not about to keep
Sul
holding
dos
this
Estados
like y'all.
Unidos, muita coisa
But the daiquiris
frita,
were
muita
phenomenal.
coisa frita. Não é à toa que são mais conhecidos pelo melhor frango frito que é
Everybody
daquela
thinks
região.
frying shrimp. It's just
Yes.
frying shrimp. Like it's whatever. It's whatever. It's not whatever. It was perfectly cooked.
Perfect.
Crust perfectly flaky.
Eat the whole thing.
It was the shit.
You could,
Yeah,
you could
you ate
even
the whole
eat the
shrimp.
tail.
The tail.
It
The
was
tails were
sumptuous.
delicious. Just make a little mini drink.
Ah,
Because
o
the
cara só
daiquiri was
chapando
enough.
ali.
It was sweet. It was a little sweet, so I'm gonna go to bourbon and Coca-Cola to really bring
Jack
down the
and
sugar.
Coke.
Oh, where are we going? Nini knows.
Pho orchid,
Pho Orchid.
which doesn't only serve pho.
I always have a question
Oh,
of
bom.
like Vietnamese influence on
Comida
like,
vietnamita, muito
New
gostoso.
Orleans food that's never explored.
Comi no
A
Texas,
story that's
da
not
hora pra caralho.
always told about New Orleans is like the amazing contributions to the foods.
Isso é uma coisa legal que ele começou a falar sobre a contribuição na gastronomia ali, partindo da cozinha de Nova Orleans. Então, pega bastante da culinária Cajun, que vem também de Louisiana ali e tal. E essa cozinha tem uma forte influência francesa e africana por conta dos escravos. Então trouxe muito sabor, muita técnica e uma diversidade muito grande de produtos que tenha uma presença de temperos mais evidente, se a gente for comparar a outros pratos da cozinha americana de outras regiões, de outros estados.
Seen by Vietnamese Americans, and the Vietnamese food in New Orleans is the best I've ever
E essa parada da cozinha vietnamita é muito comum. Vou seguir o vídeo aqui. Nos Estados Unidos é bem famoso. Tipo, tem várias redes de restaurantes de cozinha vietnamita. E é bem gostoso e, tipo assim, tem uma aceitação muito grande. É tipo pra nós aqui, sair para um restaurante japonês, por exemplo. Ó, que louco.
Menu's huge. Massively huge.
So let's do
Three orders.
three orders. So I did chicken wings. I got egg rolls. I got barbecue beef. I got this pressed steamed noodle dish with shrimp, but the shrimp is
Amendoim, se liga. Amendoim, camarão, frutos do mar de modo geral, pimenta, molho de peixe, que é um negócio bem fedido, mas quando você usa da forma correta nos pratos, fica bem legal, bem interessante o sabor.
like a sausage. Shrimp sausage.
Oh, like the sugar cane? Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The raw beef salad with lime and
Isso é
herbs.
gostoso.
That is everything.
And then I
This
got
beef salad.
the setup where it's like a bunch of meat that we grill,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're gonna make spring rolls.
We used to call that the showstopper.
You can make your own spring rolls?
Yeah, you're gonna make your own spring
Yeah, you
rolls.
dip it in the water. They brought out a hot plate situation. We call it the showstopper. Beef, shrimp, and squid in giant chunks of butter. You throw the butter on the little hot plate, and then we grill it all. And then you make your own spring roll by dipping a wrapper in some water. Going straight taco.
Acho que toda cultura tem o seu tipo de churrasco, pode-se dizer assim, né? Então a carne grelhada ali, o pessoal em volta à mesa preparando isso. Eu não gosto. Eu já comi, já fui em vários lugares que tem esse tipo de serviço. Eu me sinto incomodado de ter que ficar fazendo ali. Muitas vezes é muito quente, o calor da pega na sua cara. Já fui em restaurantes assim aqui, inclusive aqui em Maringá. Já fui para fora, fui em São Paulo, fui nos Estados Unidos. Então não é uma pegada que me agrada muito, mas é interessante e faz parte da cultura desses países que eles transmitem nos seus restaurantes e para quem quer ir lá conhecer. Falando, eu não curto, mas se você curtir, firmeza, comenta aí, fala se você já foi, onde você foi e qual foi a sua experiência.
Bill, this is
So fucking good. Well, it was a perfect spread.
Cara, que cara boa isso aí, velho. Colorido, textura. Eu imagino o sabor, tô ligado.
Did you watch this episode of that show?
Yeah, I did.
I loved it.
what?
The dating show.
Oh, right.
What's it?
Papos
We
aleatórios.
gave Tori a couple
de gente que
jabs
bebeu.
about this being
Enquanto
his
isso, o cara vai fazendo uma
second
tatu.
time behind the camera for a sort of reality situation. He was on Dating Around.
We watched it with him.
And then Ashton was like, "Oh shit, for real tonight? Like, let's have a screening." Like,
Whose house are you at? Where are you at?
Ashton's out.
So you're watching it for the first time
Yeah.
while Ashton and Martha tell you what you're doing wrong and right?
Yeah.
That is so intense. We went to Free Thai, helmed by Charlie Pierre. It's a
Caraca.
Haitian restaurant. Ture said we had to get the okra. And I hadn't
Okra,
had that
eu
yet. So
gosto de
basically, it's
quiabo.
like a vegetable fritter with a sauce that honestly blew my mind. But perhaps the best thing I tasted all night
Só
was this sauce.
fritura essa
I'm
galera tá
freaking out about it.
bagaçando, mano.
That sauce is so good. That's a fucking 10. We had two kinds of wings. Wings were banging. We got two kinds of plantains. One was straight up.
Plantain, isso aí. Banana. Normalmente é uma banana mais comprida, bem semelhante à nossa banana da terra, só que ela é um pouquinho mais fina e mais dura também. O pessoal usa para fazer ela frita normalmente, ou só selada assim na chapa.
And they're just perfectly cooked. And the other one has like a coconut lime powdery coating on it. That's kind of mind-blowing.
Caraca.
And an
Uma
oxtail
sobremesa.
stew with smothered greens.
Oxtail
That's like
rabada.
a classic. I think they only do that
Bom,
2
uma
nights a week.
rabada.
And then the salmon
Caraca, a
head
cabeça
was
do
fucking
salmão,
wild.
irmão. Se
You
liga
gotta pick
nisso.
the meat off.
Great thing about a salmon head is it's all fucking good.
Yeah.
Because it's all with the bone, it's all touching the bone, so you get all that juiciness. Yeah, no matter where you hit it from, you're good.
Got that skin. The skin's got like a fatty layer.
The star of the show was the beverages. The drinks at Free Thai are fire.
Hey, cheers,
Drinks dá uma
guys.
cara boa.
Cheers, everybody.
To the dopest drink in town.
Caraca, que drink bonito. Tem cara que tem pimenta, um chili em pó ali do lado.
Still the shit.
Tomei um drink assim que tinha um pozinho de pimenta num restaurante do David Chang, em Nova York. Muito louco, você vai tomando. Era uma bebida, eu não lembro o nome. Tinha cerveja, então tinha a sensação da carbonatação, tinha pimenta, tinha uma bebida alcoólica mais pesada. Foi bem da hora a experiência, comendo um burgão dele, muito louco.
So good. I think about it all the time.
Torre ordered for the table sort of like a drink to share situation called a setup, which is like a New Orleans staple way of drinking in the black communities. And then Torre and we got back to Turkey in the Wolf. The
Voltaram
whole team
pro
was
bar
there.
do cara. Sempre termina assim essa série de vídeos. Eles fazem um rolê, mostram algumas coisas, trocam uma ideia e voltam no restaurante que normalmente o chefe, a pessoa responsável, vai preparar alguma
A
coisa.
couple extra buddies. It was a strong showing. Nate had a bunch
Ah lá,
of ribs on the
os
smoker.
defumados
He'd
ali,
been
os
smoking them all
defumadão.
day. Nate's the chef de cuisine at Turkey in the Wolf.
Nate runs the smoker around here, and he's very good at it. I did a catfish
Se não for gordo barbudo, não pode defumar. Regra.
once, and I fucked it up, and then Nate was back in charge of smoker again.
We had Lindsay from Sidecar, a bar that does oysters, shucking like a dozen.
Mano, ostra é uma coisa que eu sou encantado. O negócio é muito foda. Ostra é simplesmente a princesa do oceano. Aquele sabor delicado, com gostinho da água do mar quando você dá o seu primeiro mergulho de manhã e sai e passa a língua no seu lábio. Cara, foda, se liga.
Different kinds of oysters from Maine and Florida.
Isso, as ostras de diferentes localidades. Já provei da Flórida, já provei de Maine, nunca provei da Carolina do Sul. Já provei na Califórnia. Mano, incrível. Só que as melhores são aqui do litoral do Paraná. Esquece.
South Carolina and the Gulf. Jerry, who has worked at Turning Tables with Torre, had a full cocktail list, 5 or 6 drinks that he was making to order for everybody. It was a good party. It just felt right.
Pô, não cozinhou nada, velho. Só a galera que fez pra ele. É
So
o tipo de chefe que eu sou.
this
que eu não
tattoo
curto
is
fazer
of
tudo.
Dan Stein, my friend, confidant, mentor, guiding light, and he officiated my wedding. He owns the sandwich shop in Delhi, 3 blocks from Turkey in the Wolf. And I said, Dan, I'm gonna get a tattoo of you on my body. And he said, don't do that. And then I said, I'm gonna do it. And he said, okay. We're done.
Look at it.
É isso aí. Fez a tatu.
You can always kiss
E os
Dan.
cards aqui atrapalham
Oh,
pra
and
gente.
I can always kiss
Ah,
Dan.
deu
That's
pra
how I'm
ver.
gonna greet you from now on. I'm just gonna
Wow.
kiss Dan.
Ah,
You guys wanna see
tatuou
Dan?
o cara,
Tattoo.
velho.
Great.